There we are. Hey everyone, good morning. It's Rebecca Undem, and I have a sidekick today. We have a snow day here in Oaks. You are watching Rebecca Undem live, and this is as live as it gets when you've got little people that can't go to school. Just winter wonderlanding it here in Nodak today. I know a lot of you guys join us from North Dakota as well. So I don't know what you guys are dealing with today, but it's a snow day for us, isn't it, Pumpkin? Yeah, we're home together today. So she's going to hang out here until she gets bored and doesn't want to be here anymore. So good morning to everybody joining us. If you are new to me, this is Rebecca Undem Live. It's the weekly Facebook show where we tackle one small topic to help you rock your rural life. Or, if you're kicking it in a small town, just to live your biggest life in your small town. So I'm the author of a book called How Mommy Got Her Groove Back, and founder of a group coaching program called Groove School, and the mom to 3 little people. So my kids are 8, 6, and she is 3. Can you wave? Hi. And then we've got Nikki says, good morning. No school there either. Thanks. Nikki said you're cute. She thinks you're cute. What do you say? Say thanks. Thanks. So in just a minute here, we're gonna get kicked off. And like I said, I don't know how long she's gonna hang with us. I'm wearing earbuds too because my children are they're just loud. So we're just gonna do the best we can because this is what we got to do. So today, our topic today is seriously one of my one that's near and dear to my heart because I have struggled with it most of my life, that I'm just a touch of a control freak. And so today we are going to talk about how to let go of the outcome. Still the idea of planting seeds, what that really feels like or sounds like, because the monthly theme for March is tending your garden. And with the massive amounts of snow coming down, I couldn't possibly need to talk about spring any more than I feel like I do today. Jessie thinks you're adorable too. Kelly says you're a beauty. Everyone thinks you're so cute. Lucky girl. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. She's just gonna hang out here until she doesn't feel like it. I don't know when that'll be. Still kicking in her jammies because that's what you do when it's snowy, right? So, yep. So we're gonna kick off this topic about the idea, and again, it's about planting seeds. And so thinking about the fact that you want to go? Yeah. Go ahead. Okay, she's leaving. Bye, sweetie.
I'll come back.
She says she'll come back. Of course she will. Okay, bye. That's what this is what live video looks like in a home where you work from home, right? What are you gonna do? It is what it is. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to focus a little better now. So this idea of tending your garden, we're talking about the garden of your mind, right? The garden of your heart, the garden of your soul, not a physical garden, although we need to maybe be thinking about that eventually too, when we don't have feet of snow covering our grass. Gracious, it's terrible. But today, oh, hey, Jennifer, you're still in your jammies too. Good for you. I have to, for those of you, I'll tell you, this is one little plug for something else, another project that I'm working on. But if any of you are aspiring authors, or you're thinking about writing a book, or your kid wants to write a book, I am part of the very first Women in Publishing Summit. So kicks off today. You can actually attend it for free. I'm going to actually make myself a note. I'll drop the link to that in the comments at the end here. So cool though. So cool. If you've written, I've written a book, right? But I still, of course, could use more help marketing it. So that's what I'm attending for. It's great if if you have a book on your heart, but you haven't written it yet. Just all sorts of different professionals from the whole world of publishing. So, editors, graphic designers, all of that. And the lady that put it together, she is the bomb. So I'm going to make a note here and add that. So if you guys want to join in on that, you should totally do it. You get a free ebook too called Ditch the Fear and Just Write It, which I was privileged to be a part of as well. It's pretty cool. Okay, Women in Pub link. So that's the only reason I am looking like I care today at all, is because I've got to go on live with her at 11. You guys would have gotten pajama Rebecca had it been not for that. So yeah, so good. Rock on with your bad selves that are still in your jammies. That's perfect. Okay, so let's talk a bit about how to release ourselves from the attachment of the outcome. Did you hear that? Was my snap, which means the older two that do not need to be in here were in here. Oh, you're back. Releasing yourself from the attachment of the outcome. Okay, so there's a few reasons why we try to control everything. Oh, she's waving. Here they are. The first is that we fear what will happen. There's I'm going to give you 3 reasons why we tend to control things, and then 4 things that we can do to actually bring about this kind of surrender or release. So the reason we control things is because it's completely rooted in fear. We fear what will happen if we don't control it, as if our control is so amazing and monumental, right? The second thing is we hold on to outcomes that we want because we think it's what's best for us. So think about that. We actually don't always know what's best for us. Okay, sweetheart, look at mommy. If you're going to come in here, you stay in here, and I've got to have you be quiet because I actually cannot concentrate, okay? So you stay in. Yeah. Got to be quiet then, okay? We're trying again, everybody. All right. So the idea that we would know what's best for us, that's a reason that we tend to control things. And you think about how crazy that is. Maybe we don't know what's best for us. Maybe the outcome that we are actually hoping for isn't what's for our best and highest good. Something for my fellow control freaks to think about. And I would love to know, like, if you are a control freak and this resonates with you, let me know, because it's really tough. The third thing is this idea of control. Letting go and surrendering carries a completely different energy than what?
I just want to go out. I don't want to.
Okay, you can go out and then stay out. You don't get to come back then, okay?
I don't want
Oh my gosh, you guys. What a freaking shit show. We're working on it. We're working on it. Okay, go and stay out then. I love you. Okay. Bye. As soon as you stop interrupting, I'll be done. It's not going to take me very long. Okay? Bye. Bye. Oh my, you guys. You guys are still hanging with me. I can't even believe it. Okay, so surrendering energetically carries a very different energy than holding on to control. So you can think of it like this. Control is narrow, focused, it's a tightening, and it's a tunnel vision kind of perspective, where when we surrender and we let go of what might happen or the outcome or the result, it's like an expansive, eyes wide open view of things. And because the truth is, when we hold so tightly, and I've talked about this a number of times in my my keynote, that I had a plan for my life, and I thought I knew exactly what I wanted. And when we hold really tightly to things, our hands aren't open. And an open, like energetically open hands suggests that we're willing to catch or to hold on to whatever might land in our space or come our way. There's just a completely different way of moving through the world when we're open to what might happen, instead of holding so tightly to this one little thing that we think is the right thing, if that makes sense. We got Kelly's like praise hands, so that must resonate with her. So those are some of the things to think about with control. And it's kind of like, okay, fine, good and well, I have a control problem. Now what? So there's 4 things I want to talk to you all about today, as far as, honey, sissy, no, stay out, okay? 5 minutes. I just need 5 minutes. You guys need to be quiet, okay? You guys, if this is what happens at the 11 o'clock one, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, because it's not mine. Like, you guys know that this is my world. You've never seen it quite this chaotic, but seriously, I could put Bailey's in here, right? Or rum chata. I love rum chata in my coffee. I'm serious. It might be a day for that. Okay, so we talked about kind of the general things that get in our way with control, and why, like, the kind of some basic tenets of being a control freak. And the whole thing is, so how do we actually let go of our need or attachment to the result? Oh, Carly, is it a bad sign that if hearing these things makes you a little bit nauseous? I don't know if it makes you a control freak, but I would guess that if you're physiologically feeling some symptoms, it might be hitting home. It's okay. Let's talk about what to actually do to get over it. Okay. So the first thing, we need to question our attachment. And this I talk about in my keynote as well. What the heck are we thinking? Like, so it's the question of, have you ever said, if only I had fill in the blank, then I'd be ready, or then I'd be successful, or then I'd be happy. So the outcome that we're chasing. So this can apply to everything, you guys, like business. It can apply to your children. You think about the fact that we bring these children into the world. And right now I have a lot of doubts about how they're going to turn out as human beings, because they're just freaking fighting like crazy. But we don't, the outcome, of course, with that, they would be happy, productive, wonderful, contributing members of society. Right now, Brinley's screaming. Like, it doesn't feel all that probable. But it isn't my job to control the outcome. There's going to be things that happen. They're their own people. But you think about business, we set a goal, we set a dream, and then it's like, that's what we hold on to. Questioning the attachment is simply a matter of saying to yourself, like, dream job, dream weight. If I hit this number on the scale, that's what I'm chasing. That's what I want. A dream relationship. The whole problem with that dream, it's the idea of looking over the fence, like, oh, if only I had all of those things over there, or if that's the thing you're aiming for, is that no future moment can actually is more worthy of our joy than the one that we're in. I'm having a hard time with the joy right now, because even with my earbuds in, I can just hear them. Can you guys hear them? You have to tell me, because I honestly need your input right now, because I have to do this at 11 and it's way more professional and I'm a little freaked out. Rum chata and Fireball, Carly, that sounds like a good mix. I might have to try it. So someone just say, like, can you hear my kids screaming in the background, or did my earbuds completely block it out? Because that would be awesome. Okay, so the whole thing about it robs us of this moment and the things that are happening right in front of us when we are so attached to an outcome, whatever that outcome is, a dream blank, fill in the blank. For you, it might be a weight, like a specific number on the scale. It might be a job. It might be a relationship. When we're holding on to an outcome like that, we're missing the moment's joy. You can hear their joy. Son of a gun. I knew it. I'm seriously going to have to yell at them at some point. Okay, so first, question your attachment. Number 2, release the need to know. And I think, again, like, this is one of those things we know that we don't get to know. We get and we understand on a logical level that there's uncertainty in the world. The whole thing is, what we've, again, failed to remember is that we're not allowed to know how tomorrow will play out. But if tomorrow comes, so much of the value of tomorrow is based on how well we show up today. So legitimately, all we have is right now. We don't know if, first of all, our tomorrows aren't promised. Okay, hang on one second. Andrew Undem, you guys need to go downstairs right now. Right now, okay? Hopefully their joy will be more muffled if they play downstairs like they're supposed to. Okay, so how well tomorrow plays out, even though it's not promised stuff, it promised to us, it hinges on how well we choose to live today. So releasing the need to know means we're focusing on what's right in front of us. Number 3, and this is something that I think is so important. And a lot of women lately, like in Groove School and then the Groove Seekers community, which I hope you guys will join. I swear it's not always this much of a disaster as it is right now. Hey, Andrew and Carter, now. I feel like, anybody want to give me a quick meditation? Oh my God, I'm so angry I can't even breathe. Okay, this is something that's come up for a lot of women lately, is the idea that we don't need to wait until something has been achieved to fully serve our purpose. So many women right now, and I think sometimes we have a season of this. I truly believe that those of us that are tundra dwellers deal with seasonal affect disorder. I know that I do. You get to this time of the year and everything just feels meh, just kind of meh. And then you question, what am I really here to do? What's my purpose? Do I have any value? And you have those Suddenly it starts to like conjure up those deeper feelings about things. The thing is, our purpose, we are constantly living our purpose by the choices that we make. It's not something we have to wait for. So this is really tied to the first one, that if we question our attachment to that outcome, why is it that we think that when this thing happens, whatever your over the fence looks like, right? When that thing happens, then I'll be ready to rock it and serve my purpose. We serve our purpose all the time. We can start right now. And so the question I have for you to consider is, what do you want to cultivate? What is it that you want to cultivate in the world? And start now. You have everything you need to serve your purpose right now, because the beauty of purpose is that it unfolds as we live. So there's people in the world that grew up knowing exactly what they were put here to do. I admire those people. I've always thought it was just fascinating. You know, the people that were like, they're like 4 years old and they're like, I'm going to be a nurse, and they know and they follow that all the way through. But your role is not exactly the same as your purpose. A purpose is about what do we want to add to the world? And if you can get clear on that, and like right now, if you're like, I don't know what I want to add to the world, think about the things that you love and focus on cultivating more of that. Cultivate what you love, and that will allow you to serve purpose and add value right now. No waiting for the next thing. Cheryl, thank you. I am breathing, and now I cannot hear them, so I'm feeling much more focused. God, for all you guys that like hung out here with me while I dealt with that, I'm impressed, seriously. Okay, number 4 is simply to plant seeds. And remember that every action we take, every message we share, every way that we add value. So then this one's really kind of tied to number 3, this whole idea of finding your purpose. Every single message we share is a seed to plant. And I think about how much this seriously is tied to both, you know, tending a garden, like a physical garden, and like agriculture in general. You don't always know which seeds are going to germinate, which seeds are going to bloom. You don't get to know that. We focus on planting. Our job is to plant. And so share what whatever it is that you want to cultivate, whatever you want, however you want to add value. You share that with other people. You give back to other people. You spread your message. And that will, again, allow you to cultivate something of value, to live your purpose. And none of that, the outcome, it completely doesn't matter, because we plant anyway. So, okay, so I'm going to recap, because it was a freaking disaster me trying to share this with you. So again, control. It seriously is rooted in fear. We have this nonsensical notion that we somehow know better and that everything will fall apart if we don't control it. The second thing is the idea that we maybe don't know what's best for us. And maybe a better thing is meant to come our way if we would just surrender. Third, the energy of surrender is open, expansive, and receiving, where controlling energy is tight and narrow and tunnel visioned. So we get super laser focused on one specific outcome. Maybe that's not the outcome we're supposed to have, okay? So then how do we actually let go? The first thing is to question your attachment. If you are waiting for a dream job, a dream weight, an ideal weight, a dream relationship, you're gonna realize really quickly that you're missing out on what's right in front of you. And no future moment is more worthy of your joy than the present moment. Even that joy. That it gets louder, it crescendos, and then they die away, and then they crescendo, and they die away. Number 2, release the need to know. Remember that tomorrow A is not promised. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but the beauty of tomorrow largely hinges on how we live today. So reminding yourself again, we only have what's right in front of us. Number 3, remember that you can serve your purpose right now. You don't need to wait until whatever it is that you think this glorious outcome is. You don't have to wait for that. You can serve your purpose right now. And you do it by number 4, choosing what it is you want to cultivate and planting seeds everywhere you go. So if you want to cultivate kindness, spread it. You know, whether it's sending texts, whether it's emails, whether it's giving people hugs, well, it's just the random acts of kindness kinds of things. There's all these ways to plant seeds and you don't know which ones will, you know, take root. You don't know which ones will germinate, because the goal isn't necessarily about the end result. It's about planting seeds. So I hope that this encourages you all today, because I think so often we think that we're just not ready to do. We're not ready to live our purpose because we don't have, again, the idea of looking over the fence. Like, oh, if only I had all that stuff over there, I'd be ready. You have everything you need. You just have to choose what it is you want to cultivate and take action to bring that about every single day. Just plant seeds. Okay? All right, so that's what I've got for you today. I'm sorry it was such a disaster with my children, but you know what? That's kids, right? What are you gonna do? Okay, a couple things I wanna share with you. The March wallpaper, the themed wallpaper is up, and it's a good one. Again, it's connected directly to seeds like we were just talking about. You should totally check it out. I'll drop the link in the comments. The Groove Seekers community, again, Carly, they sound like fun kiddos playing on a snow day. Oh, yeah, they are. They're having a great time. And then it goes from we're having a great time to we want to murder each other. It's quick. I mean, they make that turn really fast. But thank you for letting me know that it's okay, because it doesn't always feel okay. This is life. What are you going to do, right? The Groove Seekers community is the free group where you can hang out with us, and we talk a little, I would say a little more in depth. Some really great conversations get sparked there, so I encourage that. And then I shared this at the beginning. Any of you that are interested at all in any connection to book writing or publishing, you totally need to hop into the free Women in Publishing Summit. It starts today. I'll go find my link and drop it in the comments again. But that's this 11 o'clock call that I have to make that they've got to be quiet or it's going to be a disaster. But it's 40 different women. I got to be on one of the panel discussions. It's like any stage of book development. Like if you have an idea or a little tiny seed of an idea, seriously, come in, get the ebook for free, get a pass to the summit for free, and you're just going to get all this wicked cool information. So check that out. Oh, Annie, you're late to the party. Love that. You're shaking your ass to Macklemore. That's good. So I've been doing laundry too. Maybe I need to turn on a little Macklemore. That'll help and get some of the shakes out of my kids too. And then the last thing I just wanted to mention, any of you that are local in Fargo or kind of the surrounding area, there is a really cool event coming to Fargo on Saturday called the Red Silobration Retreat. So the Red Silo is a home decor business in downtown Fargo. And she's doing just a really cool event. Like the whole thing is geared towards like loving on yourself, which I'm all about. People taking time, women especially, taking time to care for themselves. I'm going to be speaking, and she's got a few vendors. Like there's a gardening vendor, which is cool, coffee vendors. There's a French chef cooking up some cool food for us. And then they're doing something called wellness drumming, like percussion drumming, but with a focus on wellness. I think that sounds wicked cool. I'm super excited about it. So I will post the link for that as well. Would love to have you guys come and hang with us for that day. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. The most important thing I want you all to realize is that you are enough. You are enough just as you are. There's no thing you need to chase to find your worthiness. And your joy, your moment right now, every moment deserves your joy. You're not suddenly going to have all the things in place just because of this specific outcome. So open up your hands, open up your heart, open up your mind, open up your eyes, and let things happen. Let go of the need for control, because I swear there's always something better on the horizon than what we can conjure up for ourselves. So, okay, thank you guys so much again for hanging during our disaster. I'm not going to go like beat them or anything, but I might make them do like 15 push-ups each, and then we're going to do some calisthenics or something to get that energy out. It's insane. So, okay, I love you guys so much. Thanks, as always, for joining me for Rebecca Undem Live. I will see you next Monday, same time, same place. And until then, groove on. Guys, love ya. Talk to you soon.